Hey peeps, so out in nature, got my barefoot going on. So I had a realization whilst reading this book about Reiki, and it was saying like most people like it going on to the chakras, and it was saying about the root chakra, and loads of people are trying to like open their third eye and stuff like that without actually thinking about their root chakra, which like grounds us to the earth, and you know, that paves the way for all the other chakras, so we can't work on the others without grounding our root chakra. And it's all about like truth as well, like trust. It's all about trust, and that's something I've been working on lately, is just trusting the universe and just letting go, because we can all get wound up and overthink, and you know, life can be hectic, but it's good to just trust the universe and know that you got this and you're doing good. And yeah, that's what I've had to keep telling myself lately. So I've recently come off of weed. I had cut down a lot to just vaping it like just before bed to help with my fibromyalgia, or with fibromyalgia. And you know, I just thought I want to see who I am without weed, you know, and try other means of healing through other different plants, not smoking them or vaping them, but you know, through aromatherapy and different foods to eat and stuff like that. So yeah, because I've actually started having weed regularly since I was like 15, so I had it almost every day since then. Only like when I've gone on holiday or been drinking lots that I've like had a break, and I've never consciously tried to have a break. I thought it'd be pretty easy because I let go of alcohol, tobacco and other drugs real easy. But this is a bit different, I think, because I didn't really see it as a drug at all, and you know, it alters your state, it alters your mood. And I've just been noticing today, I've been listening to some of my songs and playing my ukulele to cheer myself up, because I've been in a pretty dreadful roller coaster of moods since coming off. It's, you know, it's almost, it'll be like a week tomorrow or the next day, I think. But yeah, playing ukulele has helped bring my mood up, and then I was just listening to some of my recordings, and you know, I really enjoy it, and I sound a lot better than I thought before. And I think maybe weed has suppressed me, making me think that I'm a lot crappier than I am, and not noticing my light. And you know, I'm raising my vibration, and quitting weed is a big part of that. So yeah, maybe my confidence would be much more without weed, and that's where my lack of self-worth has come from, because I thought, where has that come from? Because I've got loads of loving people in my life and a big support network and stuff like that. But yeah, I've just had that realization then, so I'm going to work on my music a lot more, and I'll be sharing it with you guys. I think because I was always not sounding like everyone else sounds like, and wanting to sound a certain way, but I've got my own style and my own voice, and that's the beautiful thing. So I'm gonna get it out there more, because it's something that brings me joy, and you know, hopefully brings joy to others as well. And it's good to share our gifts and talents. And you know, sometimes I think, oh, is that the ego? But actually that's why they're called gifts, because they're gifts from the universe and from the higher power that need to be birthed and channeled through us. And I've been blocking these for so long. And also, like, all the money I've spent on weed over the years, I could have travelled the world, or you know, started a business, or loads of different things. But you know, things roll and excuse the pun, things happen how they're meant to, and are all in divine order. So I'm not going to get too hung up on that, because that's how things are meant to go. And you know, life is for living, so I'm starting my life now. Well, every moment we're starting our life, it's a new beginning. Every single moment we're a new person, fresh start. So yeah, so I'm really excited to be working on my music more, and just to put myself out there a bit more. And yeah, it's really exciting. This is such a transition from how I was feeling this morning. So since coming off weed, I've had extremely vivid dreams, like crazy stuff going down, and sleepless nights. My insomnia's back, so just waiting for some lavender oil to come through in the post, and that should help me a little bit. And maybe I should just be drinking more chamomile tea and stuff. See, I woke up from a nightmare. Managed to get to sleep last night, but woke up from a nightmare. Some creepy dude in my bed, but yeah, so that was a weird nightmare to wake up from. And then couldn't get to sleep till 5. And then all the nights before, I've found it quite hard. So I've been trying to. One night where I turned all my electrics off, I slept well. So I tried to do that again last night, but I just woke up at like 2. So. But yeah, I'm hopeful for today because it's a new moon in Aries, and you know, it's all about fire and all about new beginnings and fresh starts. So I'm really buzzing for that, and I do a ritual for new moon and full moon, so I'll be doing my new moon ritual of setting intentions and, you know, doing a bit of self-care and read my tarot and think about what I want and where I want to go and what I want to be. So I'm really thinking about travelling a lot, downsizing all my things and getting rid of a lot of stuff, decluttering, making space for more goodness to come into my life, and you know, to just think clearer. And I've already been doing that, and my room's a bit clearer now, and that's, you know, it's more accessible as well, and that's getting my creative juices flowing a bit more. So I'm going to be doing more with my artwork, with my music, and really channeling a lot of my energy into more things that bring me joy and fill my heart with love. So yeah, and you know, I've been focusing on external things a lot, or other people and stuff throughout my life, and I'm coming back to the inner child and coming back to the inner work that needs to be done. But then that has been mind-boggling me a bit as well in some ways, where I'm like, is this ego, is this consciousness, and what is me, and what's my personality, and blah, blah, blah. But then that's it, overthinking is just the ego again. So I'm just thinking, what brings me joy and what brings love, and you know, how can I utilise my gifts? And if I see them as gifts, it's not the ego. Something that's stuck with me lately is what needs to be birthed through me or through you, you know. So I'm just always thinking what needs to be birthed when we make space and we clear our thoughts and clear our mind and just take some time to be still, then we can make space for what does need to be channeled through us. A beautiful little bird over there. So yeah, it's really exciting times, and even though I've been feeling really crap, I've got a sore throat, my nose is feeling bunged up, I'm like coughing up gross stuff. I didn't think it would affect me this much because I cut down on weed a substantial amount, like loads. But actually it has been taking its toll on me a bit more than I thought. I thought, oh yeah, I'll just give it up, I'll be mardy for a couple of days and it'll be fine. But actually, unlike water-soluble drugs, weed takes a lot longer to come out of the system, like a couple of months. And the vivid dreams usually last that long. I have vivid dreams anyway, even when I was smoking weed from morning till night, but that was a long time ago. So I'm progressing all the time, and you know, we got to celebrate our victories and how far we've come. I forget to do that sometimes, so yeah, just like congratulate yourselves and think, my, you know, how far we've come. Every little thing adds up to the future, you know. And you know, I think when I first started weed, you know, or like when I was about 17, I used to get a rage on if I couldn't get hold of any weed, and we run out and be looking under sofas and all sorts of stuff. It was pretty bad times. And then when I moved to Sheffield when I was 18, then it was just like really easy to get hold of, so just never had a reason to not go without. And you know, a lot of my family have it, and a lot of my friends so it just seemed like the norm, and like it wasn't really a big thing. I guess like smoking tobacco as well. But I managed to let go of tobacco and alcohol, and they're really normalised, so I'm sure I can do the same with weed. And yeah, feeling really positive. So when I was cutting down last week, because I'd ran out, so I thought I'm gonna have a break, and now I've decided to just sort of give it up completely. But I had some decarboxylated weed, which is like when it's been cooked a bit, so the THC is activated. So I had some of that. Like, I saved all my leftover bits of vaped weed, so I put some in a smoothie, and it blew my head off. But so I was just gonna have that for a while, but then I thought, no, I'm just gonna stop. But yeah, I had this crazy meditation on it. The first day I had it, I just had the urge to meditate, and then I ended up like blissing out and really zoning in, and it was cray. But then that sort of, now I'm just trying to meditate without that, and I'm doing good. I've been meditating every day, doing yoga every day. Yoga helps so much. Oh, it's a blessing. It really helps, to get some movement. And then I was still feeling a bit down, so nature also helps. So it's good to get out, climb some trees. I love climbing that tree. So yeah, I think I've got a video of me up in that tree. I don't know if I'll add it to this video or create a separate video with that, but I did it the other day. I like reading up there, it's nice and supportive. Yesterday when I got out, I got in the 5-pronged tree again, but I found a different one, and I just nestled in there. I could completely sit cross-legged in there, so I just meditated, and it was raining and the rain was on my face, and it was beautiful, and you just feel held by the trees. I love the trees and the birds and the grass and the ground, and like, I'm barefoot right now, got some mud on my feet, earthing, grounding, and it feels great. Yeah, just, it feels beautiful. It's going to get really cold next week, so I'm going to make the most of this niceness while it's here. So yeah, I'm thinking of going to an NA meeting on Sunday to see how that goes. I know that's not being very anonymous about it, but I'm going to go check it out and see if they've got anything to offer me. And yeah, might as well go check it out. It's been about 11 years that I've been having weed regularly, so maybe it's going to be a bit harder than, well, it's already been a bit harder than what I expected. So yeah, it's always good to get support, and never be ashamed to get support or ask for help, So yeah, also having my counselling, which is, from my therapist, that's been really helpful, and she does like holistic healing where we look within, and it's real visual. Like, visualizations are really powerful, and yeah, that's been helping lots. So all these things are tying together, and yeah, so back to what I was saying about the root chakra, that's sort of what I've been working on without realizing as well, of just like having a routine, and that can help loads. Just having a routine and sticking to that, making sure like you're fed properly and drinking enough water and exercising and getting outside, like they're like the main things, and sleep. So just been working on them, then we can ground, we've got a good foundation then to move forward with whatever we want to do. So yeah, so I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. So yeah, wishing you a lovely new moon, and yeah, hope you're all doing well, and sending you lots of love and positive vibrations. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on how things are going. Always like to challenge myself. I feel like I was doing great and feeling really good doing yoga every day and stuff, and then I thought, let's throw something else in the mix and just give up weed, and I do this dive in head first. But that's just me, that's how I roll. So yeah, people either love it or get annoyed by it. I'm a bit extra and crazy, but that's just me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share with anyone that you think this would benefit. Yeah, love you lots, guys. Peace. Bye.